I always say to myself, I cannot wait to become an adult. I cannot wait to have the freedom. I cannot wait to do what I want to do. Freedom is not always what you think. Freedom equals responsibility. Most adults are not actually free. They're still slave to money. As a young African child, I used to feel really bad with so many rules, so many guidelines, so many regulations in my home. Dad would say, you cannot go here, you cannot do this, you cannot move with that person, you cannot watch the TV at this time, and I said to myself, I always say to myself, I cannot wait to become an adult. I cannot wait to have the freedom. I cannot wait to do what I want to do. I cannot wait to just explore the world. I cannot wait to meet any girl I want to meet. I cannot wait to talk to any girl, do whatever I want to do basically, because I felt so restricted. So when I would look at adults, I'd always say to myself as a child, I want to be like you. I say that to myself, I want to be an adult real quick. Yeah, but in this video, I'm going to talk about what nobody told you about being an adult. And I'm making this video as a teacher. I want to reach the young people. And I want to tell you, freedom is not always what you think. And it comes with a lot of sacrifice. You have to pay the price. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this video what true freedom is, and that is what you should aim for and what you should target. That is what should be your end goal. That should be your pursuit. That should be the number one thing that keeps you, active every day. This is Program Inspire Podcast, and if you're new here, subscribe and let's hear from you in the comment section. I'm going to start by talking about the illusion of freedom. Childhood has rules, regulations, structure, patterns that you have to follow as a child. But what nobody told you is adulthood is not so free. It comes with a price, isolation, loneliness, and no one's going to tell you how you're going to face the consequences of whatever actions that you take. You're going to face the end results, or you're going to face the good or the bad side of whatever decision you make. And is that really freedom? Well, that is what I need you to know. So basically, whatever decision you make as an adult, you have to face it heads up, face to face. No daddy's gonna chest it for you, no mommy's gonna chest it for you. Another thing that you need to know is that freedom equals responsibility. What you need to know as a young adult is freedom is not about doing whatever you want, but freedom is about mastering yourself. So there are some things that you don't want to do, you don't want to be part of. Okay, you don't want any boss, you don't want any parents, to control you. Then you have to be the father and mother to yourself. And being the father and mother to yourself means you have to take up responsibility, means that you need to be your own boss. And you don't want any boss, then you have to be your own boss. You don't want any leader, you have to be your own leader. You don't need anyone to guide you. You have to guide yourself. So you see, it comes with a lot. You don't want someone to tell you what to eat. Then you need to earn money to eat whatever you want to eat. You don't want someone to tell you what to wear. Then you need to work hard and earn money and decide what you will wear. So that is what freedom is. So freedom equals responsibility. Okay, freedom equals accountability. Freedom equals facing whatever comes with being deceptively free, in quotes. Another thing you need to know is most adults are not actually free. They're not actually free. You might be free from school, free from parents, but they're still slave to money, slave to their jobs, slaves to their work, slaves to public validation, slaves to people's opinion, slaves to so many other things. You see, that morning that you're waking up and your parents wake you up and say, you need to wake up and go prepare for school, and they wake you up at around 7, and you're complaining, oh no, it's too early. There will come a time in your life you need to wake up at 5 a.m. And trust me, no mommy or dad is going to wake you up. You got to wake yourself up because you have to go to work. And if you do not go to work, then you cannot get money to do other things. So you see, freedom is actually not what you think it is, young man or young woman. It's deeper than you can imagine. So most adults are not actually free. In fact, they're more slaves to themselves and to other things externally than they were slaves, or in quotes, to their parents. When I mean slaves to their parents, I mean doing things, following the patterns, following the rules, following the regulations, following the laws, following the guiding principles, and so many other things that they used to do as children. I'm going to tell you what real freedom is. I've talked a lot about trying to correct the narrative that you have in your mind as to what freedom is. So I'm going to talk about what real freedom is, okay? Real freedom is saying no when it's easier to say yes. Real freedom is cutting off that friendship or that relationship when it made you lose yourself, because you need to discover yourself. Real freedom is setting the boundaries with people. Real freedom is choosing growth over comfort. Real freedom is waking up and chasing your dreams every day and doing what you have to do because you have to do it. The real freedom will be deciding what you really want to do anytime that you want to do it, free from the job expectations, free from expectations of people, free from so many things. You don't just get to that level of freedom by being comfortable all the time. To get to that level of freedom, you need a little discomfort. You need a little, here and there efforts just to fix yourself together. So yeah, real freedom comes with a price. That is what I'm trying to say. And the big question I'm going to ask you at the end of this video is, are you watching this video willing to pay the price of freedom?